Hey, welcome to Wrestling in a Movie. I'm Scott, and there is Dave somewhere, or
I'm right here.
Anyway, there you are. Anyway, hey, we are here to give you a recap of Coastal Wrestling Federation's Warfare, which was January 24th, this past Saturday, and it was just coming back after a little bit of a break.
Maybe.
Wow. Hats off to Ben and company for putting together one hell of a show. Yes, man, what a way to come back.
Yeah, these guys, it was a hell of a night. A lot of surprises. It's
A lot of surprises.
Starting out, the Orion and his crew walking out.
Yeah.
Like, he had everybody from Dark Arts there. Of course, I will point out that Orion was late. They made his entrance and he didn't show up. Then they had to go get him. He was late.
Well, maybe he had pressing matters to deal with. I don't know. But he was. So, here's the thing. Orion, he comes out, he's talking up his faction big time, and he's proud of him, and he's talking to Zachary Magnus about, you're who I envision when I see a follower or whatever. It's like, what is this crap? And then he turns over to Dirk and Ronan.
Yeah.
The tag team.
Yeah.
Who don't have the belts. And he pretty much, puts the pressure on them to bring the belts home. And this is especially important because we already know since the last event of the tension between Dirk Darkson and Ronan Laveau, something wasn't right. These guys have not been on the same page.
They're already at a loggerhead. Something happened.
Yeah, something happened. Maybe the truth will come out, but man, that was a hell of a way to set that up right there.
Well, it doesn't help whenever you're hyping up, 3 or 4 guys. He said nice things about Colt Manson, good stuff about Zachary, good stuff about Dirk, and then he tries to basically give a face shove to Ronan Laveau. That man's terrifying. I would not give that man a face shove.
I know, right?
That's crazy. Oh, I saw that and I was like, "Oh my gosh, don't make that man."
So after that setup about the tag team, here comes the current tag team championships of Jay Killavilla and Cruz Rivera, aka Shark. Man, I love watching these guys. Man, two different styles that work well together. The chemistry they have, the move well. And as we said earlier, Dirk and Ronan used to have that.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know if they were in the same ring.
Well, they brought in
obviously.
Zachary is given his take on how the fight should go. He's in their corner. He's not part of the fight, but he's basically distracting Dirk. That's how I felt. And Dirk got to concentrate on something. He's got to concentrate on his partner. But they each, they're not feeding off each other like they were when we first saw them.
Yeah, they're not.
And that's a hard thing. You got to get in the ring, but you got to know when your partner needs help, and you got to know when to tag out when you are in the ring. And these guys were not.
They weren't on the. I don't know what's going on between the two, but obviously it came to a head Saturday night. They forgot they were in a wrestling match. It turned into a hockey game, and the fight started. Oh man!
But the fight, it was good. It was good between when the wrestling match was actually going on between Cruz Rivera, Jay Villa, Ronan, and Dirk. Wrestling when they were actually wrestling, it was great. When Ronan and Dirk were getting sidetracked, that just fed in for Cruz. It just fed in for Villa to come and take advantage of it. And by God, they did. Those are two guys you do not want to allow your attention to be split.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Yeah. They allowed their attention to be split.
They did. Part. And that gives they retain with Jay Killa pinning Dirk Darkson.
Yeah.
But it didn't take long before Dark Arts decided to show up.
Yeah.
Run in and take it out on Ronan. Now this sets up something I don't know exactly what is going on. Obviously something deeper between Ronan and the whole Dark Arts for for Orion to come out with them to do this. But you know what? Another surprise happened right after
Right.
during the beatdown. During the beatdown, we have the return of Marshall Briggs.
And he came out in all his Marshall Briggs glory. He had that big, long, sleeveless white coat on, carrying
The
a chair,
music hits, yeah.
and they ran like freaking cockroaches when the lights clicked on. Those guys were clearing out of there.
I
And
love it. I love it. Even they know, they talk a big game, but when Briggs shows up,
yeah,
everybody just starts to back down.
and I like when Briggs grabbed a hold of was it Colt? Was it Colt or Dirk? I don't remember which.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grabbed Darkson and he just did a body slam. He just slammed
Yeah.
him around. And I'll tell you, that is not a guy you want to get body slammed by. Not at all. I did like the ending though, the overall ending, because Cruz jumps out, Cruz Rivera
Yeah.
jumps out, the shark of the ring, because Ronan is laying on the ground after the beatdown. Villa jumps out, and you think, oh, these guys are just going to beat the hell out of this guy. They actually Cruz Rivera, and Jay Villa, and the Marshal help him up, help Ronan up to his feet. And I saw a couple of handshakes going on, and I'm like, you guys in the Dark Arts just made an enemy. And I'm telling you right now, that's not one guy you want to be your enemy is Ronan.
Yeah. And there's something just not setting right. We talked about that a little earlier, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
makes me wonder, can Ronan be trusted?
Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
And I think
There's the first sign that something's up.
for what comes up.
Yeah. Yes. So, man, we have the Donnie Harris Jr. Death Wish match.
Oh my God,
Of
Donnie, you're just
Donnie, I understand your pain, brother. I understand your anger. I get it, man. But man, you know what?
just hit him with your car.
Yeah,
don't,
man,
don't do
just
what you're doing.
come May, you're gonna have a very, very upset Darian Drummond come May.
And I'm
Darian,
because
dude was put into handicap match, man. Handicap, not in the way that a normal handicap match would be. Not 2-on-1, but 1-on-1, and literally Darian with an arm in a sling, handicapped. Yep.
I have never seen that. I had never
seen that either.
You haven't either? Okay, so it's not something that I'm just not aware of.
No, I've never seen it. There's a lot of things I've never seen. Like a door match and other things, but yes.
The door match, yeah, this is true. It was interesting because, of course, Darian comes out with his smiles and he's already looking at Donnie like he wants to rip his head off when he comes out.
Right.
And really at this point, I can't blame him, but I understand. That's the difference. I can see both sides of this story. And he goes up against one of my very personal favorite guys, Johnny Romano.
Let me stop right there. So it's been a while since we've seen Johnny, about 4 months, and he was not on the card that night.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there. It's like, man, I really want to see Johnny. I miss Johnny. It's been a while. Yeah. And then we see his son come out to film because he's one of the cameramen. And it's like, I know he didn't drive himself here. Johnny's in the building.
All right.
Johnny's in the building. And we were excited. Johnny was there. And yeah. Brittany hits and
getting excited. And I didn't know what match he was going to be in. I didn't know where.
Yeah, we knew Johnny was there, man. We knew he was there, but
this and Johnny's there was good for me.
Yes.
But he came out in all his pop star furry vest elegance.
Yes.
It was fun to see him again. It really was. And I'm glad that they had this fight. It was close. Even with Darian Drummond being handicapped with the
this is a fun match. I will say this. Get Johnny Romano in a match and it's fun. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's good. You want to have a good time. Darian's a brute. He's a beast. I don't mean this in the wrong way. He's dirty. He's a it just a gritty fighter. He's more of a street fighter, I guess, is what I get the vibe from. And
well,
Johnny is. This was a fight, man.
he's a good fighter, man. But he plays. He's going to play by the rules if he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say the match was really close for me. I was looking at this.
Yeah.
It looked at one point.
Well,
It looked like Johnny was going to take it at one point.
it did. Of course, it did.
All of a sudden, there's a pipe in
Well,
Darian's hands. He knocks Johnny in the head, and the pipe
before
gets
that,
out of the ring.
yeah. Well, before that, the ref gets knocked out.
Yeah, got knocked to the side.
The ref gets knocked to the side. That's when he was able to pull the weapon out from his sling, allegedly. And
there's no allegedly about it. I saw him do it.
Anyway, I did not, and I didn't see it in the video very well.
Photo evidence. But as with all wrestling, it's only illegal if the
ref saw it.
ref sees it.
We don't do instant replays. Ah, yes.
And I know he was looking around like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Okay, we didn't do nothing.
What a
picture of a pipe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But here's the best part of the best part of this match. The best part of this match I didn't realize until I was able to finally rewatch the show and hear commentary. Right. The best part of this match was Donnie Harris Jr. having a complete meltdown. I'm sorry, Donnie.
You can't blame him, though. I mean, you cannot blame Donnie for having a meltdown.
I'm telling you, Donnie, you might want to back up a little bit here.
might want to pull back. Yeah, might want to just decide not to do the rest of these fights. But
I'm just saying.
And that seems to lead into something a little bit later on. I'm just going to touch on this before we get into the next fight.
Yeah.
Is Donnie, he was in through most of the fight, but towards the end, he disappeared from the table.
Yeah.
And who's sitting in his spot?
Darian Drummond.
That's all I'm going to say. And Darian, though, he does do good commentary. I'm not going to lie. He does do good commentary. But the next fight was Jack.
Hold on a second. Hold on before we hop to that fight.
Sure.
Since we're talking commentary, that Saturday night had a special guest, Walker Stewart, from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wonderful commentary by Walker. Thank you so much for coming into the promotion here and gracing us with some wonderful commentary. And it was a lot of fun hearing. And so, folks, go watch the replay over on Facebook. It's good. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. So anyway, so the next match, you said Caden Marks.
Next match was Jack McGuire versus Caden the Manimal Marks. And I'll tell you, I'm trying to figure out how to word this.
Well, I want to know what's going on with the Manimal. Yeah, what's going on with Caden Marks? What is
always one of my favorite guys to watch? Number one,
absolutely.
He's always one of my favorite guys to watch fight. I think Marks has new intro music. I know it has nothing to do with the fight, but I believe he's got new intro music because I didn't notice it or didn't recognize it when he started coming out. This is the most manimal I've seen him.
Yeah.
Like he was growling, he was pawing the ground, he was on the hunt, and
He's focused.
McGuire didn't look like he had a chance. I mean, he did because he was fighting back. He was fighting really good.
He did.
Hard to put down. He is really hard to put down. He could take a beating. This is
and he gave one.
From the entire dark arts and come back from it.
Yeah, but Manimal got the win with a low blow to Jack.
Yeah,
and then not being satisfied enough with that. It's almost like Manimal had something very personal and decided he was going to beat down Jack.
He seemed frustrated through the whole fight with Jack.
Yeah,
and the way Jack
I don't know
rolls, Jack,
what's going on. Yeah.
Jack bounces off ropes, and Jack, is waving. And when Manimal finally had him down at one point, he starts doing the smiling Jack wave, which I'm sorry, I loved. It was
I
funny.
everybody loves Jack McGuire. Jack McGuire is a fan favorite. Jack, that poor guy can take a beating. But he seems very frustrated. He's beating down
Yeah.
Jack, and well, damn it, Briggs has to show up again, has
Well,
to clean his house.
but before that, I mean, Manimal kicked Jack out of the ring at one point. How long does it take to count to 10? These wrestlers count faster.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, Manimal had to get back out there, beat him up a little bit more, and throw him back in the ring. And by that,
Yeah.
I had counted to 25. And the guy is still on 4. It's like, dude, really? Come on. That's not fair to Manimal. That wasn't fair to Jack either, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. I think poor Jack just happened to be there.
Yeah. I think
He
you have
just
to be.
happened to be there to get that beat down. But I was kind of surprised to see Nathan Sims come call Briggs out.
Yeah, well, I'm still confused, and I'd love to ask Briggs why get involved in that particular fight. I know him and Manimal got something going. I know they don't see eye to eye. I, but the fight was basically over at that point.
Yeah.
Even if Manimal did do a beatdown, he's never done as bad a beatdown on anybody as like the dark arts guys do.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so I'm just kind of confused. I'd like to know why he felt like is he just trying to get order in the house from everybody and like no more beatdowns or
I think you're talking about Briggs
yeah,
beating down everybody. Yeah. I had to think about this for a moment. He's mad. He's angry. The kids are fighting in his house. He's
right,
had enough.
okay.
If Briggs would have came out and pulled his belt off and said, "I'm going to whip your asses," it would have made sense. He's had enough. He's beating ass. Getting his house in order is what I think is going on with this. So yeah, I mean that's
You were saying the body slam. Go ahead, finish that. What he
the
did
body slam. Oh yeah, I mean my God, it just yeah. But he does all of this, and then Nathan Sims, who said, comes out to knock out Nathan Sims. Yeah, we didn't know he was in the building because we didn't see Mama Sims.
Yeah,
and Briggs even mentions that, which is interesting.
Yeah,
one of these days, she's going to be fighting somebody. I just see it.
You see that coming. She's gonna jump in the ring to save her boy. She's gonna have to.
Yeah, we'll see. But these two go at it. These two go at it all throughout the building. The concession stand. I love it when they go through the concession stand. Yes. Yes. A little bit of technical difficulties. So we lost a lot of video and stuff that was going on.
Right.
But yeah, I love it when Briggs or anybody is fighting through the entire arena all night long. It's entertaining. It's like, here, we're going to interrupt this match. Here we come through and everything like that. So it was great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah, Briggs
for sure.
Like he's putting up with anybody's crap anymore. Like anybody's. Like,
I think that's what we're seeing.
You're a face or you're a heel. He just doesn't look like he cares. Who's doing what. If he's out of order, I feel like he's gonna jump on him.
Yeah, for sure, sure.
In between the next, I think it was between this one and the next one, they had a new wrestling school.
Redemption Wrestling Academy.
Yeah, Redemption Wrestling Academy.
Kaylee and Tom Latimer. Camille, who wrestled at AEW, and Tom Latimer, who's currently on NWA, which you can watch on Roku, have come to Milton, Florida, and set up a gym to train wrestlers.
That was amazing.
Very exciting. Yeah. Very exciting. She said that she just drove by and saw the sign and popped in, and that was basically her sign to set up roots right here on the Gulf Coast. Very cool. Very cool. I really look forward to seeing what comes out of this wrestling academy, especially since I saw their students And here's the thing. I've seen their students, and you have too, for a long time. They've been sitting in the crowd with us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, I recognize her. I recognize him, you know. So
Yeah.
you see it, and it's like, I want to see these kids, because I'm older,
Right.
follow their dreams.
And I like that it looks like they have age groups, like several different age groups. And she was talking, Camille was talking mostly to like the girls. She's like, we're going to have wrestling for girls. We want women to be
Yeah.
wrestlers. And you just seen this whole front line on the other side of us. They were all sitting with their dads. And this front line just exploded. All these little girls, they just looked so excited about it.
Well,
And Camille's just like, wow, okay.
well,
I
that
guess
is
we'll do
something.
this.
To the right of me were two girls who were there with their dad.
Yeah.
And you know, wrestling has changed, folks. It has evolved, and it has always been a mixed crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love seeing the women, the children, the young boys and girls get into it. It is not
Right.
just a male dominated sporting event. It is for everyone, and that's what's wonderful. And with this Redemption Wrestling Academy, I've looked at their website and everything, and they do all kinds of personal training all the way down to very young children and on up. And I
Right.
really
Right.
look forward to talking to them in the future and seeing what comes of it. Very cool. Looks like a very they are faith focused. They make no bones about it. But on their website is just they're telling you this is how we believe and this is how it is. And hey, and they look like to be a really good option for people who want to work out and learn how to wrestle
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
be judged and not be shamed.
And
So
for me, watching them when they came out, I looked at at the redemption sign that they had up, and I was like, this is perfect. The dark arts needs an opposite. You cannot have light without the dark. You cannot have the dark without the light.
perfect.
And I was like,
Perfect.
when I saw that, I was like, oh man, what
Oh,
a great idea. And I'm glad they're doing it in the Panhandle. I'm glad they're bringing it up to North
that's
Florida.
awesome. It's
Because as
awesome.
far as I know, they don't have anything like that around here. As far
Yeah,
as
I'm
I don't know where No Slack went to go get trained. I'd like to, whenever
I,
if we get him on the show, I'd like to ask him where he goes.
yeah, right.
I know he's a local kid. I say kid because I'm
Well, we'll find those answers eventually. But anyway, on the oh yeah, so that was cool to have something like that local and to see what exactly happens
right.
going forward. Man, here we go. Next match, the return of Justin Flo. Man, always a favorite. I love the Flo Hawk.
Love the Flo Hawk.
I forgot to tell you this, Justin. I love your intro. The
Yeah.
music's great. The entrance, every bit of it. Rock on, brother.
Yeah.
Rock on.
That's perfect.
Justin Flo versus Colt Manson. Yeah, another favorite of mine. I love Colt.
Colt is a great villain. He's
I
a
love Colt.
great villain.
I'm just
He
saying.
really is. I like the little girls that are always calling him names and the kids.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he takes it so personally when he's in the ring getting called out by little kids.
Oh, I'm fully expecting him to go beat choke slam little Cindy over there.
Yeah, it's just so funny because these guys, the heels, they can walk past an adult or older kid or an adult can boo, you're a bad person, blah blah blah, and they'll just say yeah, whatever, walk past it. But when a little kid says it, it hurts them. It gets in their heart. The goodness that is still there is taking offense. So Colt Manson, I love whenever you guys argue with the kids. I just freaking love it.
Yes.
The kids love it. The dads love it. The moms love it. I just love who else used to argue with kids? Ocho.
Yes, that's true.
Ocho used to always argue with kids, and that was one of my favorite things about him when he came out. He'd always argue with the little kids. So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just wanted
No, that's fine. No, I was just saying this was a fun match. This was a fun match, but of course this ends up with more more shenanigans. More shenanigans. More shenanigans. Oh my God. So this, as we said earlier, Sims and Briggs are out fighting everywhere. And this always happens, and I
Yeah.
love it. They decide to run right through the damn ring. So Sims comes right out down the track, out of
Back into
Gorilla,
the ring.
right into the ring, and
Oh.
attacks Flo in the middle of this fight.
And I know he's got a problem with Flo, but I don't remember why. I
Yeah,
don't
we'll figure it
why
out eventually.
I have to freaking find out why he's got a problem with Flo.
and of course, who's going to be right behind Sims? But Briggs coming right behind.
Right behind him.
This is beautiful. So the ref has been knocked out. Briggs is in there, and he lays Flo's arm over Holt Mason. So everybody's knocked out. Flo wins. Wall knocked out. I love it.
I forgot
I
about
love it.
that. And
That was good.
oh man, I'm trying to figure out where we're at here because I know whenever he showed up, they got into the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just a lot of back and forth with that.
It
With
was a good fight, man. It was a
my
good
notes are
match.
kind of mixed up here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
did
that was go ahead.
this was the match where Darian, I think, kidnapped Donnie.
I think so, and jumped on commentary.
Darian, what did you do with Donnie? I I didn't see Donnie for the rest of the. We stuck around for just a minute. I wanted to see what happened to Donnie. I never saw Donnie for the rest of the night.
And
We left
I
in the meeting.
usually hear from Donnie, and I haven't. So,
Yeah.
oh, interesting.
So Darian, if you have him stuck in your basement and tied up, you got to let him
Let
go.
him out.
Just,
You got to let him go. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth
you're
it.
going to have to feed him eventually. Okay, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah, I did like that fight because I thought for sure that that Colt Mason, Colt Manson.
Manson.
I always say that Colt Manson was going to just take this at one point. It was really good matchup, really, really, really
It
good.
was. It
Head
was.
to head. I mean, they were given as good as they got, and at one point it looked like Colt was going to take it, but he didn't. He did not take it. Um, and I'm lost in my notes again. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, that's fine. That was pretty much it, with the Briggs saving and everything.
Yeah.
And then we have the main event, not a title match. The Southern Brute, Chris Mason versus the Vision Orion.
Oh, that was a great match. Holy
Man,
cow. You cannot
man.
put down Chris Mason that easily.
No, as Orion found out.
Yeah, Orion, I think, just thought he was going to be Orion and go in there and bounce off a couple of.
There was a couple times Orion got rocked, man, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not used to seeing that. So that was lots of excitement
Yeah.
in this match.
A lot
for
of
sure.
getting thrown out of the ring by Orion.
Oh, dude,
You have
yes,
an ultimate
yes.
picture, but before you post it, you might want to ask Orion because I don't want to be around you if he takes offense to that picture.
I
But
am
he
not
got-
going to post the picture.
he
We all
got-
make funny faces at sometimes, and
Yeah.
capturing a picture, a single frame, it's rather comical. But I value my life, so it will not be shown in public. I may one day show Orion the picture, but
it was
it's blackmail. Come on my podcast, I'll delete it anyway.
exactly. We're sitting on one side of the ring, and I thought Mason was gone. I thought he was going to be knocked out. I thought he was going to take the win. I thought Orion was going to take the win. Well, he gets back up to his feet, and he just basically potato bag throws Orion out of the ring.
Insane,
He
dude.
hit our fence line. Please put mats down. Please put mats down. Old man talk. Old man talk. But he hit our fence, and I thought, oh man, that he rocked his world, and he did.
He
He was
did.
staying there for a minute. And I was like, oh my gosh! And of course, the count out, the count 10 out of the ring, slow as molasses in the winter. I think Mason had to come out and get him and put him back in the ring gently, of course, because Chris Mason is nothing else but a Southern gentleman and a brute. But it wasn't a belt match. It wasn't a division match.
It wasn't. It was just two champions going at it, and it was good. It was good, but damn the dark arts. Can you not let a match just go?
No, they cannot because
They cannot.
dark arts.
I know,
Dark.
I know, I know. So poor Chris Mason at the receiving end of yet another beatdown. And, hey, wait.
That's
Before,
going to come back to
well,
haunt them. I
hold on.
just got to say that.
So another beatdown,
Right.
and I bet you cannot guess what happens next. Who's going to show up next? Eggs. He's back again.
Rick is back.
Every match, I'm back. I'm gonna whip you, you bastards.
But he didn't know. He still is not sure. I don't think he knows. This is my guess. I don't think
I don't.
he knows
I don't
who
think he
attacked
knows.
him. I
I
think
know
that's another reason he's mad.
he doesn't know, and everybody's probably a suspect because he said here everybody's guilty till proven innocent.
That's right. And
So,
that's because he doesn't know who's attacking him. He doesn't know who got him. And whoever got him good because he was out for a while.
oh,
Orion, I'll tell you one thing about Orion in the wrestling before we get back to the beatdown. He is relentless. And Chris Mason, a guy like Chris Mason, is just too strong to try and beat by brute strength. You know what I mean? You're
yeah,
not,
because we
that's
saw
what he is.
Jack. Was it Jack or no? It was I think Brandon Collins had to beat Mason with a rope. If he
Yeah,
hadn't had that rope around his neck and pulled him
yeah,
leveraged against the ring, he would have never won that. So he had to use his brain.
yeah.
So
And
because Mason isn't moving.
I seem to recall, and I don't remember whether I'm right or not. So please tell me if I'm right. Orion has a finisher. He bounces off the second rope. He does a spin in the air, and he comes down and he finishes whatever
Blinding lights.
guy he
Yep.
hits. His freaking arm slams him. Usually takes the pin. He was in the air, and Chris Mason turned around and grabbed him and just threw him like a sack of potatoes again, and just slammed him on the ground. And I was like, holy crap, of all the times I've seen Orion fight, I've never seen
This
anybody do that to him. He's got to think if he's going to take out Chris Mason, he has to think like Chris Mason.
here's the thing. If anybody can take out Chris Mason, it is Orion.
Yeah.
It's very, very obvious. And maybe Orion would have taken out had Dark Arts not interfered.
No, I
I don't
disagree
know.
there.
I
I,
didn't say he would. I'm just saying maybe if he'd have given it a shot. It's weird. You know,
yeah, yeah.
I think Orion definitely could have done it, but he had I don't yeah, maybe he underestimated Mason that night.
Well, the way I was looking at the way I look at it is it took all of Dark Arts to slow Mason down.
You have a very good point. You
It
have
took
a very
all
good
of those
point.
guys to jump in the ring.
Yeah.
And you know what? I honestly think some of their focus, as Orion likes to say, and the light, I think some of that focus was gone because Ellie wasn't there behind the scenes
He was
direct.
not keeping them together.
Yep,
And
she
you're
wasn't
right.
directing whenever Orion's not there. She wasn't there as the captain backing
We
everybody.
know who runs the faction.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Just
Just
seemed
saying.
kind of obvious who actually runs it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. Things are a little smoother. Orion actually makes it on time,
Yeah,
et
yeah.
cetera, et cetera.
Everybody else does.
So maybe that's why Ronan was so pissed. You know,
Well,
when he
I like whatever he was trying to slither out the door. Orion was trying to slither away,
yeah.
uh, and that's when it happens. That's when Walker Stewart came out.
Yeah, as acting GM and said that, you guys came here for a title match or a championship match, you're going to get one. And we got one. He forced Orion back into the ring and Ronan got to fight. Now,
All the
I
Dark
don't
Knight
know.
guys out.
Yeah, threw the Dark Art guys out. Is going to be a fair match.
Yep.
I don't know if I agree with this. And be honest, Orion just had a damn match
Uh,
and you're going to just make him go again.
but
A little lopsided to me.
that's a punishment that you get for breaking big rules.
Well, we'll see. We'll
Breaking
see.
big rules and breaking Briggs rules. Like
It
how
wasn't Briggs who did this. It was
how
Walker
many
Stewart.
times
So
you have to be warned not to do a thing before somebody finally steps up. And thank God that guy was there because nobody else has done it so far. And I've said it 100 times that somebody needs to step in. This guy stepped in.
You may be right. However,
Right.
I don't think it does. Ronan beat somebody who was already exhausted and beat down.
Uh-huh. And
I want to see an actual fresh rematch between the two. Orion deserves a shot at getting that belt back because I feel he was robbed when it came to this.
I'll tell you that I agree with only a little bit of what you say. I just want to
I
see a
can't
rematch.
believe that.
I just want to see a rematch between Ronan and Orion at their peak, at
That's
their.
what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But for me to call it cheating or a bad call, I
Yeah,
I have to roll back and
I
say,
think it's lopsided.
no,
I think it's
because that's
lopsided.
that's what Dark Arts does, and they did
Yeah,
it to Ronan earlier in the night. So
but it
I
works.
didn't feel real bad about Ronan coming in and doing it to him.
And
Although,
that I understand. That I understand. So Ronan becomes the new CWF World Champion. I will say, well deserved, Ronan Laveau.
Mhm.
I really enjoy watching Ronan fight. He
Oh
is
yeah,
a very intimidating character. Um, and he really brought it in that match. And props to Orion too, after just finishing that match to
yeah,
just go at it again, man. And you guys really deliver.
yeah. The only thing is because it is two Dark Arts guys set up. Now, the question for me is it a setup by the Dark Arts? And the reason I come up with this is on his way out, Orion, when he finally gets to his feet, is walking out of the auditorium. He turns towards the camera and he's just got this smirk on his face. A smirk that I don't trust, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well earned by Ronan, one way or the other. But he's been in there
Yeah.
for forever. So I don't know. I don't know if he's a guy you can trust, or if,
It's going
you
to be
know,
interesting to see. Is there going to be a double agent backstab
yeah, I'm
secret
interested to see
something?
how all this goes, you know?
I am too. I am too. I want to wrap this up by saying thank you CWF for entertaining us. Shout
Always.
out to Redemption Wrestling Academy. Walker Stewart, man, killing it on commentary. I can't wait
Yeah.
to hear more. I'm going to have to tune in to New Japan Pro Wrestling if I
Mhm.
can find it, and which I'm sure I can.
Hopefully they
Had a
bring back.
great time. Had a great time. It's a lot of bang for your buck.
Oh
The
man,
crowd is just getting bigger, so get your tickets early. It was a packed house again.
oh yeah.
If it keeps like this, they're going to need something bigger.
Always
So
family friendly too.
yes,
The most swearing you're going to hear is probably from me when I'm in the audience. I had some good kids sitting next to me. When you got up and left, the one kid from the that your buddy had sat down.
Xavier.
There's another little kid sitting on next to me,
Yeah, so you had two kids next to you, and the
and
girls over on the
Dad
side.
is directly behind me, and they're both giving me commentary on what's going on in the ring, but not just commentary, but they knew who these guys were,
Dude, they know more than I do.
what their fights were. What, the one kid's like, I got a poster. When Joe Flo comes out, he's like, I got a poster, I got his autograph, I got a picture of him, I got this, and I got a t-shirt, and oh my God, he's great. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know
It's
Flo
awesome.
had all that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I hope you hear that, Flo.
Yeah,
Kids love you.
the kid loved Flo. And here, the same kid, Flo gets thrown out of the ring. And this is just before I
Oh yeah.
wrap up. Flo gets thrown out of the ring. I'm like, oh shit, that looked like it probably really hurt him. Really bad. And I'm like looking over, and the kid's like, "Oh, dude, get up, Flo!" And he's like reaching through the fence to pat Flo on the shoulder or
Yeah, he's
help
actually
him.
concerned.
And his
Yeah.
dad is like, "You can't touch him. You're not allowed to touch. They're not allowed to touch you. You can't." And I don't know if Flo heard it or not, but you see Flo's hand go out to the little kid, and
Yep.
he just claps hands, and Flo's getting up, and the kid's helping Flo up, and he
Yeah.
runs and gets Flo's up, and he's like, and he jumps back in the ring, and he wins the fight. And the kid turns around and looks at his dad. He says, "You were saying?"
That's awesome.
And I died. But other than that, that's why I go for these moments. I see stuff
Yeah.
like that with the fans and the interaction, the wrestlers. These guys are fantastic. They are athletes all the way through and
Yeah.
through.
A lot of
Get
fun.
your tickets. Go see Coastal Wrestling Federation. You can't beat it. It's the most bang for your buck that you can get now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So there you have it, folks. Next event is February 14th, great Valentine's Day to watch a little violence. Uh,
Whoop,
anyway, take a look along to the fights, and we will see you there. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Please share. Please put the word out. And folks, stay tuned. We'll be going live soon. So later.
Looking forward to that.